Starter hit the lever, runners dispatch from the 1600-metre marker. The favourite Redeemer is the white cap. The filly is Call Me Winter with the white noseband and blue cap, and Baltic Amber's on the outside. The pink cap of Main Player, and Cat's Legacy's the trailer. They're keeping off that inside rail at the moment, and there is only about 3.5, 4 lengths top to tail. The filly Call Me Winter now gets closer to that inside panel, leads it. Baltic Amber is second. In the box seat is the favourite Redeemer at the rail. Then 2 lengths away to Cat's Legacy, and Main Player's about 4 lengths off the lead. Approaching the 800, Call Me Winter leads it. Baltic Amber is second. Redeemer just waits at the rail. Main Player's the pink cap, and Cat's Legacy's about 4 lengths off the lead. Out is swinging to that home stretch, just over 600 metres to go. Call Me Winter leads it. Baltic Amber second, and Redeemer just waits at the rail. They are followed by Cat's Legacy and Main Player. Top of the lane, just over 400 metres to go. Call Me Winter, Redeemer goes in. Baltic Amber's on the outside at the 400-metre marker. Then Cat's Legacy and Main Player. Redeemer still under the hands as they get to the 300-metre marker. And Redeemer now gets away 2-3 lengths and is carrying too many guns. And Redeemer will reel off the hat-trick. Redeemer, an absolute exhibition by 5 or 6 lengths. Matter of what will run second. Redeemer won it. Baltic Amber second. Cat's Legacy third. Call Me Winter. And then Main Player. Number 1 Redeemer, the Captain L, has reeled off the hat-trick. The last 3 wins, the hat-trick all at Scottsville, over the 1600 metres. And Redeemer comes good here. Fastfontein stud, it paid up 120 in the 5-horse party. And just a couple of flicks down the neck. As you heard, Anthony has ridden over 100 winners this season. They win, take your guess, 6-7 lengths. Second to Baltic Amber. Third will go to Cat's Legacy. Then the pacemaker, Call Me Winter, and Main Player. We'll take a look at the head-on. You'll see Anthony is just punching away at Redeemer. 1 flick down the neck, and they go away from the opposition. Baltic Amber is second. Anthony looks over his left shoulder. He likes what he sees, and Redeemer is victorious here for the Brett Crawford yard. Until the running of race 7, back to the studio.
Well, as I mentioned, the shortest price favourite this weekend when it comes to local racing, as obliged as a banker for all in the exotics. Number 1, Redeemer, the son of Captain Al, who's 3 from 3 now in the province. And well done to you, Brett Crawford. Well done to Lars Sherrill, and of course, Mrs. DJ Sherrill as well. Yeah, it was a smart move, Brett. So that's the way I see it. You know, I'm not saying he was going nowhere in Cape Town, but you know, bring him down to KZN. Let's see what we can get out of him, and he's rewarded the guy as well.
Yeah, he's actually furnishing and improving into a lovely horse, and the way he's winning, and with respect to the rest of the field, he won well. He won very well again, and maybe there's some loftier target with him.
It looks that way because we just briefly had a chat, Peter, about his rating. Now 67 to an 81 in just 2 wins.
Yeah, so, well, obviously, he won very well again today, but didn't beat much of note, so maybe the handicappers will take cognizance of that. You can't wait them out of it too quickly, but he's going through the grades well.
As a racehorse back home, he's a pleasure to work with.
Oh, he's an absolute gentleman. He doesn't show you a huge amount in his work. He's just such a long striding horse. But he gets the races and reserves it for race day.
When will some of the Brett Crawford bombs be coming to KZN for our season?
We're projecting sort of mid-March. I think the first batch will start arriving. Very exciting times ahead.
Well, always, Peter, you've done an outstanding job. Give our best to Brett as well. And Lance Sherrill, well, he must be over the moon. This horse has won a hat-trick.
Yeah, obviously very big congratulations to Lance and Mrs. Sherrill. Hopefully he can step into Captain America's shoes.
Well, you'll never know.
Let's hope so.
Well done, Peter. Come through, Bonge. Well, you're not going to have easier chances to see. You've had 100. This was the easiest of the 100 thus far.
Yeah, he looked. I mean, when all the scratchings came out and he ended up drawing 2. I think my only worry early on today without the scratching was his draw, because he does tend to like to get to the fence, and I wanted to get to the fence on him. Yeah, he looked a penalty kick here, but there's always the horses that you under pressure. You want to win for the public. Everyone's banking him, and puts a bit of pressure on you. And a lot of people think we go out there, it's a point, and it's not. It's actually these ones that put pressure on you.
Sean, he took up the initiative with the filly and set some good fractions.
Yeah, once the pace is on, the best horse is going to win the race. And once that pace was on, I was very, very happy. And I was quite happy to lead if there was no pace, because he's just a simple horse to ride. There's not too much difficulty. And you know what, he's done very well from where he's come here, and he's won 3 in a row. And I said to Pete when I first won him, I said I'll win 4 in a row on him, because I thought he was decent now. So we got 3 now, 1 more to go.
Well, you will spot on. We'll be following the 4th one. Before you leave us, Bonge, you got a nice ride in the next for your stable, Kanamea, and then you got one for Com at the back.
Yeah, he's a soldier. He tries very hard, I think if the horse of Duncan stays, he'll be a very, very hard horse to beat. I've ridden him, I've won on him before. He's a little bit better than my horse, but I don't know about the trip. But he's got a great turn of foot, and if he stays, he'll be a very hard horse to beat. And in the last race I'm riding for Com, I'm drawn quite wide, but the second favourite's drawn next to me. So it must probably be the 2 of us fighting it out. It's just how the race works out for us.
Yes, sir, you had the last 3 on the card. Your followers out there, can they maybe take a chance and have a strike on you the last 2?
Well, they both got a big chance. And, my horse in the next race, he's a grinder. If anything, he's going to quicken well. He might beat me, but he's going to enjoy this ground today.
Well done, nice win. And again, I mentioned to the guys you reached 100 yesterday. I'm sure the guys congratulated you, so well done on that.
Yeah, it's going very nicely. I'm enjoying my season, and everything's going well, and I've got so much people supporting me. So, you got to keep riding the winners, because that's where you get the support. So I really appreciate it, and I don't do much riding work in the morning because I'm traveling so much, and a lot of understanding. So it's very kind of all the trainers and the owners.
Well done.
Thanks very much. And to Pete, thank you very much. He's also given me a chance with all those horses down here for Brett, so I really appreciate it.
Well played, Jockey Delpech for Brett Crawford. Redeemer, Lance Sherrill, well done, my man. 3 on the bounce for you here in KZN. 1, 4, 3, and 2. That's the way they cross the line. Race number 6. Well, you got a double to get involved in. Races 7 and 8, which will be our last double this afternoon. And a quartet maxi pool carryover to race number 8. Estimated pool there, 450,000.